hear that? You know what time it is. It's Pop Story Gimme time with Miss Joyce. These are children's stories told with a Caribbean flavor. Today's story is The Golden Sunshine. Mr. Sun was rising slowly above the mountain top. His face was glowing with golden rays, and he was smiling as he got higher and higher. I will make this a beautiful day, he thought. In the valley below, dear little Squeaky squirrel was rising from her slumber. She stretched and yawned as she wriggled her way out of the hole in the hollow of the old oak tree. She blinked her eyes and wiggled her nose when she felt the sun's rays. Then she swayed her tail in a friendly greeting. "Good morning, Mr. Sun," she said. They knew each other very well. Mr. Sun beamed and widened his rays into a big smile. "Good morning to you too," he replied. Squeaky said, "My friends Kirby and Kim are coming soon, so please keep shining as we need your help today." "My help?" Mr. Sun asked with a wink. "Yes. We are going to play climbing and chasing games, then collect acorns and seeds to store for winter." "Please, Mr. Sun, give us some light and warm weather." Mr. Sun smiled and said, "I promise." Just then, Kirky darted in and the chasing game began. They dashed from tree to tree, scooted up and down at top speed, then in and out of the branches. Soon they were going around in circles and in and out of the holes. When Kim arrived, the game got really rough. At times they squared off, standing on their hind legs, then off again they would go. Mr. Sun smiled and watched their antics. Questions came flying. Who is tallest? Who is strongest? Who is fastest? Who could wiggle the tails the longest? But there was no one to be the judge. Who will find the first acorn or seed? Mr. Sun watched as the search began. When the squirrels saw some fruit trees, they all agreed to taste the fruits for lunch. They ran from tree to tree and found apples, mangoes, plums, and oranges, and bit and nibbled many half-eaten fruits. They had forgotten about the food for winter. After all that hectic activity, the tired little friends took a break to rest. Each found a spot in the trees and fell asleep. The tired squirrels overslept. When Mr. Sun began to set, Squeaky remembered that they needed to collect food for the winter. She jumped up and called her friends. By this time, Mr. Sun's rays had fallen and big shadows were around. It was hard to find seeds. The little squirrels scampered and tugged, but with hardly any luck. They worried about what they would tell their parents. As Mr. Sun moved toward the valley, he winked goodbye to them and smiled. Kirby said this was a fun day. We will meet again tomorrow, but we'll look for seeds before we start to play. Squeaky and Kim agreed and then played the chasing game one more time. At home, they each had to tell their parents about their fun-filled day and their pledge to work before play the next time, so they could bring food home to store for the winter months. Will the promise be kept? Friends, what do you think? Was it really a fun day? If you enjoyed that story, answer a few questions in the comment section below. 1. What did Mr. Sun do for the squirrels? 2. What would you say about Squeaky? 3. Do you think the squirrels should have gone to find the food before they started to play? Thanks to everyone who has supported my channel so far. And if you are new here, just hit that subscribe button and tell all your friends about it. See you next time.